the beginning of the wealth gap in America. The Homestead Act of 1862, a tool of wealth creation and land dispossession. The Homestead Act of 1862 is often celebrated as a cornerstone of the American dream, a policy designed to grant ordinary citizens the opportunity to own land and build wealth. Yet, beneath this narrative lies a darker truth. This legislation not only facilitated the systematic dispossession of indigenous people, including Black indigenous communities, but also laid the foundation for the racial wealth gap that persists to this day. Signed into law by President Abraham Lincoln during the Civil War, the Homestead Act provided 160 acres of public land to citizens or those intending to become citizens, willing to cultivate it for 5 years. For many Europeans, this was a golden opportunity, a chance to escape poverty and create generational wealth. For Black Americans and indigenous people, however, it represented yet another chapter of dispossession, exclusion, and systematic injustice. How Europeans benefited. The Homestead Act primarily benefited European immigrants and white settlers who were encouraged and incentivized to move westward. Millions of acres of land were taken from native tribes through forced removal, broken treaties, and outright violence. The land, fertile and rich for farming, was then redistributed exclusively to white settlers. For European immigrants, the act was a ticket to prosperity. Many came from impoverished backgrounds, but were able to transform free land into thriving farms and businesses, passing down wealth to future generations. Over 1.6 million homesteads were granted, transferring over 270 million acres of land, nearly 10% of U.S. territory, to private white ownership.
You gotta pick, me or her.
My people been on this land for over 400 years.